Okay, if you are drowning with emails and losing track of all the tasks you have to do in the day, here's an automation that changed my mornings. Every day at 7 a.m. I get a Telegram message with all my events and to-do tasks summarized by AI in one simple message. Today we are building this from scratch. We'll pull events from Google Calendar and grab all the to-do tasks from Google Sheets, and we'll give it to AI, and AI summarizes it all and send it straight to Telegram. This is perfect if you are just starting in N8N or want to learn how to build AI automations. We will cover aggregate nodes, AI agents, and integration step by step, so you'll learn all the fundamentals of building with AI. I'll walk you through everything, and also I'll give you the template in the description, but I recommend you to build alongside with me so that you'll get more hands-on experience. Okay, before we jump into actual N8N canvas, we'll just wireframe it so that we'll get an idea on what we are building, and we'll get to know the next steps immediately while we are building. Okay, so first we are scheduling the trigger, so we'll schedule the trigger at whatever time we like, and then we'll get all the calendar events from Google Calendar. Also we'll get the to-do tasks from Google Sheets. Next we'll give everything to AI for getting the AI summary. Okay, and now our final node will be the Telegram node, where we'll get all the summary of our day in Telegram. So now we'll jump to N8N and build the actual automations. So if you are not aware of what is N8N and everything about the basic details, we already made a videos in our channel, so you can go ahead and watch those videos. But if you are wondering how I'll get this N8N, so you can just use the link in description. You will get a 14-day free trial, or you can set it up locally. But I just recommend you to start with that 14-day free trial so that you will get an idea on how to use, and you will get used to this N8N. So that's pretty much about it. So let's start. So first we'll go with the schedule trigger. So this is the schedule trigger. So we can change the day trigger interval into days, minutes, seconds, hours, whatever. So in this case we'll put every day, and the time will be 7 a.m. right? So this is the schedule trigger. So every day at 7 a.m. it automatically triggers. Next will be the Google Calendar. So let's search for Google Calendar. So here is the Google Calendar, and now what we are doing here is we want to get all the events from our Google Calendar, right? So we'll just click on get many events. So if you are not aware of how to set these credentials in local hosted version, I already showed this setup in our previous videos, but if you are using the cloud hosted version, then you just have to click sign in with Google and you'll be good to go. So now the resource will be event and the operation will be get many. So you can also get a particular event using this get operation, but we in this case we are getting all the events so that we'll have an idea on what is going on whole day. Okay, so you have to select the calendar, and here this is my Gmail calendar, and if you click on return all, you'll get all the events. So make sure you click this, or if you don't want to get all the events, you can turn it off. So in my case I'm turning on the return all option. Okay, now here we have something called after and before. So we need to set these expressions based on our requirement. So in this after events, we have to get all the events after 12 a.m. in the midnight. And this before will be before 11:59 p.m. we need to get all the events. So basically we are getting all the events in between 24-hour span. So now I asked ChatGPT, and I'm going to paste those expressions, and I'll explain you what it is. So as you can see, I got an expression. Let me make this big. Don't get overwhelmed by looking at this expression. You can just ask ChatGPT and get that expression from it. So I don't know how to code. I just got it from ChatGPT. Okay, so it's basically saying that after 12 a.m. midnight, and it is giving the current date. So in this date, after 12 a.m., it has to it should get all the events. That's what this after expression does, and this before is nothing but in the same day before 11:59 p.m. in the night it should get all the events. So basically we are getting, as I told you, we are getting all the all the events in that 24 hours span. That's how we need to give the expression in this get many events. So if we click on execute, we'll As you can see, we didn't get any action because I think we don't have anything in this date. So today is 30th, so we don't have anything in our calendar. Let's put an event meeting with, let's put meeting with Ram. So let's save, and now let's click execute again. So as you can see, we got an event. Let's put it in table format. So as you can see, we got the meeting with Ram event. So that's how many events you have, it doesn't matter. So it will get all the events as we turned on the written all. Okay, now we are done with getting events, but here there is a catch. As long as you are outputting one item, you don't have any problem here. But the thing is, if we have more than one event in the calendar, so the next node will execute based on the previous node's output. So if the previous node is outputting 3 items, then the next node is going to execute 3 times. We don't want that. So now what we are going to do is, let's add a couple more events to our calendar, and then we'll do the next steps. Okay, so we added 2 more events to our calendar. Now let's go to and execute again. So as you can see, we got all the 3 events from our calendar, and here we are outputting 3 items, obviously. So we are going to use aggregate node. So what this aggregate does is, basically it takes multiple items as input and outputs as one single item. That's what this aggregate node does. So as you can see, we are giving 3 items to our aggregate node, and it outputs as one. So we have to click on all item data into a single list, and if we click on execute, so as you can see, we got 1 item as an output. Okay, now we are done with Google Calendar. So let's save this, and meantime let's name our automation as calendar / to-do tasks summary. So make sure you do this every time. That's a good practice to name your automation and saving after each and every node. Okay, so now we'll have to get the to-do tasks, right? So that we are doing in Google Sheets. So get rows in the sheets. I already made a Google Sheet, which has task, due date, and status. So we have 3 status here: done, in progress, and not started. So we have 3 tasks to do: record variety. So I have put some random tasks here. So let's go to our N8N, and we'll get that to do sheet and sheet 1. So here we can do some filters. So if you want to get only the task, only the in progress tasks, you can. If you want to do that, you get only those tasks, we can do that. So we have the task in the task column, status column, we have 2 in progress tasks. Let's do that, status, and let's say in progress. Now if we execute here, as you can see, we got all the 2 items which are in progress. So now again we'll do the same thing. We want to aggregate this into one single item. We will do the same thing again. Click on all data and execute. So as you can see, all the 2 inputs became 1 output. So now we are done with Google Sheets as well. Let's save it, and now we have to use an AI agent. So here what we have to prompt according to our requirement, and just we need to click on define below. This prompt user message will pass both the calendar events and to-do tasks to this AI agent, and we'll add a system message. I got a prompt already, so I'll copy paste. Okay, now I got the user message and system message. So here what we are doing is we are getting today's events from the Google Calendar. So we have to grab all this thing here. So as you can see, if we do something like this, let's put it here. So as you can see, it is showing object. So what you have to do is you have to just give this expression to ChatGPT or Claude. We have to say, I need the actual output for this expression, then it will give you some code, something like that. It basically does the stringify thing to our expression and gives the actual data. That's what I did for today's events and tasks. Okay, coming to the system message. So here I said your size personal assistant, so I gave some prompt on based on my name, and I said the event name and I task name, everything, so it can understand the context basically. And also I told it to give some word of the day and its meaning and how we'll use in our day-to-day life, like basically the practical usage. So I also told that you have to give that, and it's gonna give that word as well. And tone, style, I set up everything. So basically I asked ChatGPT to prompt something like this, so you can take this prompt or you can use your own prompt according to your use case. So now if we click on execute here, so as you can see, we didn't attach the chat model. So I'm going to use OpenRouter and 4.1 mini. So if for setting up OpenRouter, you have to go to openrouter.ai, just click on login and keys. You'll get the API keys from here. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And why OpenRouter is because in OpenRouter it's basically the store for all LLMs API keys basically. So we can use so many API keys at one single place, and we can manage all your billing at one place. I'm just using 4.1 mini right now, and click on execute. So now it's going to give us an output. So we got an output. Let's see. So yeah, good morning Sai. So we got something. So we'll give it to Telegram. Now we'll set up Telegram, send a message. So if you are wondering how to set this Telegram, I already made a video explaining on how to set this up, so please watch that video. If I walk you through that setup process now, it's going to take long time, so I don't want to do that. So just watch that video. I'll link it down or in the iCards up there. Okay, so we have to give the chat ID. I already set up everything. I'll give the chat ID now. So I'll paste the chat ID and the text will be the same thing. And now make sure you turn off the N8N attribution, or else it's going to say that message sent using N8N this in the bottom of the message. So if I click on execute, so as you can see, we got the message. It's greeting with our name and it's showing all the events we have today, and also we are getting all the today's due tasks basically. And finally it's giving the word of the day. So it's pretty nice and structured to keep track everything at one single place. Okay, that's pretty much it about this agent. Hope you got some idea and hope you build alongside with me, and we can scale this at whatever extent you want, and whatever use case you have, we can tweak this to your needs. But this is the high level overview of what we have done today. Okay, so what do you think about this video? Let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions down below in the comments. Share it with your friends if you have someone who is looking to learn AI automations and build AI agents in N8N, and subscribe to our channel for more videos. I'm gonna link everything in the description. Please check it out, and thanks for watching.